Hello IP5, welcome to our second online video lesson. So in our first lesson we recapped what we had done before we went home over Christmas and over New Year, but today we are moving on to our next part of this chapter, and today we're going to be talking about commas. But before we do that, we're just going to check last lesson's homework. So please go and get your worksheet that you should have filled out from the last lesson, and we're going to go and check those answers. Okay, you should see on the e-learning platform a file that says IP5 IPE exercise answer key for 105, lesson 105. And it should look the same as the worksheet that you did as homework in our last lesson, except it says answer key. So very quickly, we're just going to check those answers. Please give yourselves a score out of however many things you need to change. And at the end, we'll do a total out of 25. So number one, would you like to watch a movie? We need capital W and a question mark. Number two, that sounds great. We need capital T and an exclamation point. Sounds great means strong feeling. Number three, what should we watch? Capital W and a question mark. Number four, how about Detective Pikachu? So we need capital H at the start of the sentence. We need to capitalize Detective Pikachu, capital D, capital P, because that is the name of the movie. And again, we need a question mark. Number five, who is in that movie? We need capital W and a question mark. Number six, Ryan Reynolds, both need to be capitalized because that is a person's name, is the voice of Pikachu. We need to name the character with a capital P, Pikachu, and we need a full stop at the end. Number seven, I would prefer to watch Sonic the Hedgehog. We need capital I, capital S, and capital H. Do not capitalize the. We don't capitalize unimportant words. And we need a full stop. Last one, number 8, is a run-on sentence. So you need a capital T for that. Then after idea, you need an exclamation point. Then we need to capitalize the name, Jim Carrey, and another exclamation point at the end. So add your scores together and give yourselves a score out of 25. To pass the worksheet, you need to score 18. I would hope that by IP5 you should all be getting at least 21 out of 25 there. Okay, so this is now Chapter 5, Lesson 2. And this lesson is about commas in a series. So we've not done this in class, but I'm pretty sure you've done this before. I remember that we did it in IP3, and you should have done it last year with Teacher Aaron in IP4. So hopefully this lesson will be quite easy for you. So, when we speak, we pause to make what we are saying more clear. And a comma shows a pause in a sentence when you are writing. So it's a little pause where you just take a breath and let the meaning of the sentence be more clear. Okay, when we list 3 or more things in a sentence, that is called a series. And we use commas to separate the things in a series. We don't say it all at once, we use a comma to show a pause between each thing in that series. And we also have a comma before the last word, which is usually and or. So the last word before the last thing in the series. So I would not say, I went to the shop to buy crisps, cola and bread. Doesn't sound clear. But you would say, I went to the shop to buy crisps, cola, and bread. So in a series, the things may have more than one word, and you can also have more than 3 things in a series. So again, I wouldn't say, I want to go to the beach so that I can swim in the sea, build a sandcastle, eat an ice cream and sunbathe. Doesn't sound right. I would say, I want to go to the beach so that I can swim in the sea, build a sandcastle, eat an ice cream, and sunbathe. So we separate those 4 things in that series, and you can see that each activity, swim in the sea, build a sandcastle, eat an ice cream, they have more than 1 word. Okay, you should have your textbook. Please get your textbook and open to page 184. If you do not have your textbook, that's okay. When I tell you to pause, you will need to pause the screen and copy these sentences onto a piece of paper. If you do have your textbook, you don't need to worry about copying. You can just do it straight in the textbook. So, look at questions 1 to 4 on page 184. You need to read those sentences and add commas into the correct places. So number 1, my class has written, directed and produced a musical. You need to decide where to put those commas. So I'm going to ask you now to pause the video, do those questions, and when you have finished those 4 questions, then you can start the video again. So please don't keep watching, please pause the video now. Okay, have you finished questions 1 to 4? If you have, we can start checking. So, number 1, my class has written, comma, directed, comma, and produced a musical. Number 2, everyone will sing, comma, dance, comma, or play an instrument. Number 3, the performances will be on Thursday, comma, Friday, comma, and Saturday. And last one, number 4, Carl and Peter found props, comma, made scenery, comma, and planned the costumes. So please give yourselves a score out of 4. No half marks, you either get it right or get it wrong. I would hope that everyone gets 4 out of 4. If you got 3 out of 4, 1 mistake, not too bad. If you're getting 2 or below, you need to be more careful. Okay, now look at page 185, questions 5 to 11. This is very similar to the last section, but some of the sentences do not have a series, and you do not need to add commas. So if you do need to add the commas, write the commas. If it doesn't need commas, you need to write none, N-O-N-E. So read the sentence, if it needs commas, put them in. If it doesn't need commas, write none. Like we did before, if you do not have your textbook, when you pause the video, please copy the sentences onto paper. Okay, please pause the video now. Okay, have we finished? If you're finished, you can carry on watching the video and look at the answers. Number 5, costumes, comma, props, comma, and lights were planned by the art teacher. Number 6, Marcy or Miguel will control the lights, does not have a series, so you write none. Number 7, Ted wears glasses and a black beard, again, no series, write none. Number 8, a magnifying glass, comma, a ring, comma, a book, comma, and a hat box are props. Number 9, we rehearsed in classrooms, comma, in homes, comma, or on the stage. Number 10, the cast joins hands, comma, steps forward, comma, and bows at the end. Number 11, the audience will applaud the actors, comma, Dancers already has a comma, so you didn't need to change anything there. And musicians. Okay, give yourselves a score out of 7. Again, I would hope that you'd all get 7. Anything less than 5, you need to be a bit more careful. Again, add your scores to give a total out of 11. And again, I hope you get at least 9. Okay, your homework for this lesson is workbook page 86. Now, today's lesson is going out on Friday, and you actually get 2 English lessons on Fridays. Please do not watch the next English lesson until you finish that workbook page, because in the next video lesson, I'm going to tell you the answers. So please do workbook page 86 before you watch the next English lesson. Very quickly, I'm just going to explain workbook page 86 to you. Okay, IP5, this is workbook page 86, which is your English homework for this lesson. So if you don't have your workbook with you at home, that's okay. You should see on the e-learning platform this file, IP5 IPE EXER 107, and you can just take this, which is a picture of the workbook page, and you can write it out on a piece of paper at home. Okay, so section A is like the work that we have just done. You need to read each sentence. If the sentence needs commas, you need to write it correctly with commas. If the sentence does not need commas, you need to write none, N-O-N-E. In section B, you need to add 7 commas to the paragraph. So read it and add 7 commas. If you do not have your workbook, you will need to copy this whole paragraph out with commas. Okay, IP5, that is the end of our lesson. So like I just told you, please do not watch the next lesson until you've done that workbook homework. But for now, that's all we need to do. So thank you, IP5. Bye-bye.